all these things. Hello, hello. I should be singing mana mana dee 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 dee. Mana mana dee 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 dee. Mana mana dee 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 dee. Ma 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 ma. No 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 no. How we looking, Suze? And Leanne, are you with us? Can you hear us? Can you see us? My thing is kind of messed up here. Hello, my friends. Are you here? Oh, there's Leanne. Hi, Leanne. You are good on YouTube and Facebook. Woo woo. It's Tuesday. I need to work on my Tuesday live song. I need a good Tuesday live song. I think I'm going to work on that for next week. I mean, Mana is a good song, but I'm sure I could come up with something much more interesting just for us, the Tuesday Live, Tuesday Tribe. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tuesday Live. I'm just going to do what I normally do, talk about nothing for a few minutes. Well, everybody pops on this morning. So trying to think what's exciting. Probably nothing much new and exciting here. I did, for those of you who are following me about my new venture, I did get the first samples of the dresses for my new athleisure line. So you should be seeing, maybe they need some work. They need a little work, so you won't see the first, but you'll see the second. Where they're working on the second set now, so hopefully I'm going to be able to sneak peek those to you. And then those of you who are following along about the new crossbody bag, I'm hoping to get a sample of that next week also, so you'll be able to get a sneak peek of what that is going to be like. So I've been torturing Susie with all of this, blah, 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 blah. She'll be glad that I have somebody else to.
Susie likes that stuff.
Susie does like fashion. She's a fashion girl. So, all right. Okay, everybody, welcome to Tuesday Live. Thanks so much for joining me today, Tuesday, August 23rd. And today is what is it? It is a $10 Tuesday on the website. So some great deals today on the website. I'll go through them real quick. First thing is the Katie Buddy Bag, normally $13.99. Katie works with our 8x5.
Somebody's asking where to follow you for your new ventures.
Lifeinthewick.com. So if you go to Life in the Wick, there's a blog there. There's not, you can't buy anything there or whatever yet. Obviously, it's not a shopping site. It's just, that'll keep you in the loop of what Life in the Wick. I live in Wickenburg, so that's what lifeinthewick.com. And just subscribe to the email list there, and you'll get the updates. So, Katie Buddy Bag, like the Karen with the slanted front, designed to hold our 8x5 pockets and our 8x5 magnets. So there's two types of 8x5 pockets. There's one with a flap, and then there's one that's open on the top. Both of them fit. Now I'm all excited. I can't breathe again. Both of them fit in the Katie Buddy Bag. Katie also will hold a boatload of markers. I should just write a little label on this so I remember how many it will hold. But I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably. I was wondering if I could get one more across. You're going to get at least one more row in there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe up to 70 or 72 max for the big markers. Of course, if you've got something smaller like Tombow or something like that, it's going to hold more because they're skinnier. But when you're talking about tri-blends, you're looking somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 markers in the Katie bag. So, and again, like all buddy bags, if you want to store your markers flat, you can lay them down. So Katie Buddy Bag, normally $13.99, $10 today on $10 Tuesday. If you go to the Totally Tiffany website and you go to the homepage, there's a series of banners that roll across the homepage at the top, and one of them will say $10 Tuesday. You can click on that. It'll take you right to today's specials. Also, the side loader single, which is this big pocket page. It's made of a heavier plastic. It has the little flap that tucks in to hold your products in, loads in and out the side rather than the top. Will hold a lot of paper. Let me pull out a pocket here that has a lot of paper in it. Here we go. So these are normally $14.99. So you can see this is all just like heavy cardstock too. So I'm going to say you're going to get 20 sheets of paper cardstock in there. And that's a pack of 5. Now these will work on your scrap rack, of course, and they will also work with any of our binder systems. So that is the 5-pack of the 12 by 12 side loader singles, $14.99 normally, $10 today. Oh, ooh, the most exciting thing for me is the Slide Stash and Store number 5, which is normally $16.99. So you're $17 for $10. So you're saving $7 on that. That's a great discount. What is going to fit in this? Well, if you're unfamiliar with Slide Stash and Store, one of the big reasons this line was developed and then discovered, that if you have all of these cleaning products under your sink and you reach back to get something, you knock something else over, especially something like Comet or Ajax, it's right. If you take your number 5 Slide Stash and Store, put those in there, right? It's going to fit your basic cleaning products. Then you can pull it in and out like this from underneath your cabinet. You're not going to knock anything over. So you slide it out, take out the product you want, slide the box back. When you're done with that product, put it back in. Everything stays nice, neat, and tidy, organized under your sink. This is one of my favorite uses for the 5 and the 6, right? The 6 also will hold cleaning products. It will hold a few more because you can put them this way instead of this way. But depending on your under cabinet, what you have under there, this is a great way to maximize that space. But for crafting purposes, of course, it's going to hold all kinds of things, right? So this is my smaller guillotine cutter, my Crafter's Companion guillotine cutter, but it's also going to work to hold things like your cutting plates, right? Again, slide it on your shelf, get things vertical, pull it off and on, really maximize that space. You've heard me say it before, left to right, back to front, and top to bottom. As you know, I have my shelves spaced so that I can almost fill them, right? I'm not, again, left to right, top to back. Everybody doesn't have that. Your Slide Stash and Store is going to let you take everything vertically as well. So this is the Deborah bag and the Terry bag. There's a variety of bags that'll fit in here. And then you can slide it on the shelf, pull it out, get what you need, slide it back. So you're able to go vertical, but still have access to all those things, right? You're not pawing back past those things on the shelf. So when I was kind of thinking today about that, in fact, how to store things vertically, these are the Kiwi Lane storage and supply boxes. Right? So again, if you want to maximize the height of your shelf, if I just put this on the shelf, I'm losing all this space right here. But if I go vertical with it, now I can get 2 boxes in that space and still have access to those things. So, here's the other thing Susie and I were talking about. We live where we wear sandals all year long, right? But when I lived in Washington, I put my sandals and my flip-flops away on the top shelf in the closet during the winter season. So they were just kind of all piled up there. So if you took your sandals and flip-flops, whatever they are, you could literally get 3 pairs of them vertically, put it up on the top shelf of the closet during the winter season, takes up less space, and in summer, pull it down, reload your shelf with sandals. So think outside of the box, and I'm sure you'll find some really great uses for the number 5 Slide Stash and Store, which is $10 today. Last but not least, on $10 Tuesday, is the tray portion of the Desk Made Store and Go pots. The beauty of this is that it fits inside your IKEA cubes, Calyx and Expedit, so you can load it up with things and then be able to pull all the things out. So if you had these on there, they're going to fit both directions. They fit perfectly this direction. But if you had 4 or 5 of them, you couldn't put them all the way to the back and be able to get them out. Now you can load up a tray, pull it in and out, and you're good to go with all those. you could also put your slide stash and store on this, pull them in and out. Buddy bags, anything like that. The idea behind this is maximizing that back space inside your IKEA cube, right? Things you can't reach, put the tray underneath. It's got a little handle on the front. It's gonna pull in and out. Okay, that's $10 Tuesday. Woo woo. Now, what about Tuesday Tribe, Tuesday Live special deal of the day? What's 48-hour deal? If you spend $100, you are going to get a free craft and carry workstation. It's for 48 hours only. I think it gets automatically added to your shopping cart. So if you're taking big advantage of $10 Tuesday today, maybe that's going to get you there. If you've been waiting to purchase something else, today is the day, or the next 48 hours when this is Tuesday Tribe. I think they put up a banner on it, so you can click on that too and get there. Spend $100, get that free. Okay, usually I don't talk so much about the deals. I'm excited about today's Tuesday Live. The $10 Tuesday though. These are all products that are super useful to most of us, right? A lot of times there'll be something in Tuesday, the $10 Tuesday that's pretty specific, but all around we're good. All right, let's jump into questions. Billy Sue Woolley says, I cannot find any specific suggestions for sorting embossing powder. I had them on the inside of a closet door in a spice rack, but I have filled it up. Help! So the thing about embossing powders, which is what I have here, this is a Merle bag, is that there are a variety of different sizes of them. So you've got them on a spice rack hanging inside your closet door now, but you need more space. The 4-level stadium arranger, Susie, also holds quite a bit. That is one shelf up next to the thread. Next one, that one, yep. I think this is actually loaded with embossing powders also. So, thank you, ma'am. Oh yeah, this is all embossing powders. So this is the 4-level stadium arranger. This is available in the US at larger Joann stores. It's also available on the website, I believe, if it's in stock. I can't confirm or deny that because I didn't check before we started. But it has 2 hangy things on it, so you can hang.
That's a technical term.
That's a technical term. That's a designer term, hangy things on the back. So you can hang it on your wall, and then you can load it up. The nice thing about this is these are little small embossing powder jars. This is this little square one, different sizes, different shapes. You could put them in upside down also, and then you'd have a better sort of image of what the colors were. I've got my static bag here also. So if you're going to hang something on the wall, or you need to add something to what you've already got on the wall, I would say the 4-level stadium arranger is going to be a great option for what you're looking for, because it will hold a variety of different sizes of embossing powders. It'll also hold paints and other things as well, but it's a great way to get all that stuff organized, and it'll hold a bunch of stuff. So if you're looking for something just to leave at home, which it sounds like you are, if you used to use or if you're using a spice rack, then I'm going to pull this up. That would be a good option, this 4-level stadium arranger. Okay. Glorianne Rousset. I have my Stampin' Up! Long marker stored in a terry bag, but it's full. I now have 5 more of these markers. What's the best way to keep these together? Boy, that's a tough one. You don't have enough to want to carry a second bag around, or to need a second bag, but you're going to grow your marker collection, it sounds like. Boy, you could go with something bigger, like well, Katie's going to be too big. She's going to be too tall for that. I fear, my friend, your best option is just a second terry bag. that's just not going to be full yet. I mean, eventually you're probably going to add a few more markers, and then you'll have all of those, you'll have kind of 2 full bags. But I'm trying to think if there's some way you could just like attach a little extra pouch or something, but I don't think there is. I think your solution there is just a second terry bag, and then buy more markers and fill it up. How about that? How's that for a good idea? Yeah, I wish I had some sort of expansion bag, but I think it's just going to be the second terry, my friend. Linda Nipple says, have you thought about putting a handle on the project planner to make it easier to pull off the shelf? No, but I think that that is a good idea, because the project planners, if you're unfamiliar with them, which is a binder designed with all these great big pockets, so you can plan out your album, or you could plan out your card making project or your home decor project or any of that stuff. Keep all your parts together. They do get pretty heavy, so a handle of some sort would definitely be pretty helpful. So I will add it to the list of good ideas, and we will see where it goes from there. Linda, thank you. Leslie Baldwin says, my pop-up trash can has a small slit. What's the best way to repair or reinforce? So I'm assuming that you maybe created the slit. If it came that way, then you should absolutely reach out to Leanne and say, my pop-up trash can arrived with a tear in it or cut in it, and she will get you taken care of. Customer service at totally-tiffany.com. If you did the damage yourself, I think something as simple as a piece of duct tape on the inside is going to solve your problem. I mean, duct tape, it's like a miracle worker, right? Duct tape, WD-40, or a hammer, one of those things is going to fix just about everything. But I would think something as simple as duct tape, or you may be able to fix everything. You may be able to do something like an iron-on tape also, if you want something that looks a little bit better than just a piece of duct tape. You can tell, like, I've been with my husband too long, because that's my immediate reaction is like, yeah, duct tape is good. That's his thing. But you might be able to use an iron-on patch also. You don't want to get the iron too hot, because you want to melt the nylon of the pop-up trash can. But I would think that that's probably one of the two things. But if it arrived damaged, please reach out to customer service, and they'll get you they will get you taken care of. Okay, I got some questions here. Danelle Pedraza. I'm just now getting into stamping. What do you suggest to store the accessories like the acrylic blocks, the cleaner and the cleaner sponge, and things like that to store? If you're just getting started, I would say probably the 2-drawer. Let me see here. What have I got? That's the 4-drawer. This is the 2-drawer, and this is a mixed one. Okay. So this is a storage and supply case. 2-drawer. You can see on my label on the back, so I remember what everything is. And so it has 2 trays that are that slide in and out. Easy to put your stamp scrub, your acrylic blocks, maybe even some daubers while you're getting started. And the nice thing about the storage and supply cases is you can stand them vertically, so they take up less space. You can bring them out to your workspace and then, pull the drawers in and out, or you can leave them vertically on your shelf or horizontally on your shelf, which is what all of these are. And then you can pull the drawers in and out. This is a 4-drawer. You can pull the drawers in and out and bring them to your workspace and then slide them back in, almost like a little shelving system. And they are stackable. You can stack a couple of them together so that if you have that space and you want to leave them open, it's easy to pull them in and out. But I definitely think you'll find enough storage in the 2-drawer. There's a 4-drawer and the 6-drawer as well. And they are kind of mix and match. So you can put 2 of the 4 drawers on one side of this, or 3 of the 6 drawers. So they are mix and match. If you're thinking, oh, I'm going to grow my collection, maybe I need a variety of them, you can get them, and then you can mix the drawers between them, and they work really great that way. But they're a good basic storage item, the storage and supply cases. And again, if you start going to events, maybe you're doing Stampin' Up! Or Close to My Heart, makes it easy to haul those supplies with you. So they're easy to access at home, and they're also easy to take with you when you go somewhere just by closing up the case. Okay. What do you recommend? Oh, I'm thinking, I was looking on here for that question so I could check it off, but I read it off here anyway. Lynn Howell Brock says, what do you recommend for storing Marker Forte ink pads? La, 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 la. I was meant to pull this out before. So these are the Marker Fortes. This is the Edna bag. So they will fit in the Edna bag or in the like Irene bag. These are all loaded up. Do I have an empty Irene down here? Depends how many you have. I think they'll fit an Irene. I said that before I actually. Yeah, you can put them, I think, side by side in Irene. Yeah, so you can go side by side in Irene, store it this way, or you can go in a tall tower in the Edna or Merle. So either one, Edna and Merle are the same dimensions. Merle has the ear flaps. I would recommend Edna for things like ink pads because the ear flaps add an extra layer of Velcro that you have to pull off to get to your products, which is great if you have small things that might slip through the end. But when we're talking about ink pads, they're not going anywhere. So make it easy on yourself, either Edna or Irene, depending on how many you have. I'm going to guess I only have 5 of them, but I'm going to guess that you're going to get about 18, which is what you get in the Tim Holtz. So this is also, right, what you get in the Tim Holtz square. So you're probably going to get about the same in the Marker Forte. So that would be my preferred buddy bag for those. Okay, let's see what we've got over here. Chris Smith says, I am moving to buddy bags for my markers and ink pads. What is another use for the pen and ink palace, please? You're moving to buddy bags. Turn your pen and ink palace on its back. Susie, can you bring me the pen and ink palace, which is on its back that has all the paper pads and it has an embroidery? No, that one, yep. So the pen and ink palace is 15 inches wide. If you're talking about the big one, you can do the same thing with the small one. Thank you. So the pen and ink palace would normally be like this, with your ink pads and your markers laying flat. This is the big one tipped on its back. And as you can see, it does fit 12 by 12 size stuff. This is all bigger than 12 by 12, right? I've got this giant embroidery hoop. If you are a quilter, your quilting rulers are going to go in there. I have all my designing templates in here, so they're easy to access. And then, of course, I've got these are both quadrille pads. So the only thing you have to keep in mind when you're using this way is that there is a little bit of a gap, not much. I mean, you can see none of this stuff is slipping through, where the back of the tray goes in. Now, if you're going to use it this way, you could easily put something in there, even just a piece of paper that, like cardstock, that would fill that gap. But imagine being able to stack up whatever it is. Maybe it's a project that you're working on. It's the wrong side. Well, this will work, right? So that you can see different things, right, in there and have access to them, be able to grab them. Now, you can use it with, I've got it right here. These are the 8x5 pockets. These are the 9x6 pockets. So if you have smaller things that you want to stack up in there, just add a few of our tab divider pockets in whatever size. So it's a easy way to use it. I use if you have, let me put this away since I'm putting this away. If you have I just lost my train of thought. Oh, if you have things that are too thick, right? Maybe you want to put something in there that won't fit in that thin space. Maybe you're going to put your planner in there and all your planner paper and your planner stickers. Maybe you want to put a little cup of markers for your planners or some tools. You can just pull out one section and that makes everything wider, right? So that's an option as well to do it that way. Yep. What are you laughing at, Suze?
Where did it go? It's, let's see, Barbara Miller. I love these shows. It's like, see if you can stump Tiffany.
Bring it on, my friends. Bring it on. I've been doing this a long time. You know what's the best thing for me is the like figuring things out for one person is hopefully coming up with solutions for everybody, right? So if you have a problem and you bring it to the show, then somebody else has that same problem, or they might have something. This is a perfect example. You might have something that you started with, and now you've decided to change how you're going to organize or what you're going to do. Can I pass that to you, Susie?
Yeah.
It's so weird. Thank you. And so now you get a new idea also. This also works with the smaller one. So that's the 15-inch. There's a 9-inch. Same thing. You can turn it on its back and use it as a file to keep things the way I love them, vertically on your workspace. All right. Barbara Sibley. Hi, Barbara. Tiffany says, clarifying my request for a solid dispenser for double-sided adhesive tape and rolls. I didn't mean the large ones, but the ones like Anna Griffin set that are all the same size rolls but different widths. Can send a pic if that would help. That would absolutely help, Barbara. That would be great, actually. But you know what I'm thinking? We are used to make a dispenser for washi tape, and it spun around. But I think it would work just fine for double-sided tape I don't know if it'll work in a variety of sizes. I'm going to look. I'm going to look for that, Barbara, but send me some pictures. And this is something that's on our radar. It's just never made it to the top of the list at this point. Trisha says, Wayfrish, when will the 3-door stash and store be available? Not sure I have the name right now. Sorry. It was my idea. I have asked for this since the 2-door came out. It's done. The design is done. The samples are done. It's a done deal. I ask every week, Trish, when it's going to come out, and I cannot get an answer. So I wish I had better news for you. I don't have any control over release dates or that kind of thing. So I'll just keep asking every Tuesday after you ask me. So feel free to keep asking. It's a great product, and I think it would do well. So I'll keep pushing to get that release date confirmed. Let's see. Becca Jarrett says, would it be possible to have a copy of the Scrap Master that fits into the scrap rack? It already exists, kind of. Look at the project planner page. So the project planner page doesn't open up. It's a single page, but it is gusseted. It does have the same configurations of pockets. It has a 12 by 12 pocket on the back. It has a big pocket in the middle, and it has the smaller pockets on the front. It's called the Project Planner. Comes in a set of 5. P71 is a SKU. So I look for that. If we don't have it in stock on our website, I think they probably have it in stock at scrapbook.com. But it will do exactly what it's essentially the same thing, but not a folder.
I got a question for you from Heather Brand.
Okay.
I just learned about the paper card, but heard it's not coming back. Is there anything else similar in the works, or do you have any other recommendations?
You know what would work similarly? I think. It's going to be significantly more expensive. But if you searched out, there's no date for that to come back. It's a great product. I love it. Again, I don't have any control over those kinds of production things, when they're going to come out, when they're going to come back. But search library cart, like go to Amazon and search library book cart, right? I'm assuming they're going to be significantly more expensive. They're probably also going to be a little bit bigger. Maybe not. I mean, I'm thinking a lot of them have two sides, and that would be huge. Maybe there's a single-sided library book cart, and what you're looking for basically is that shelf that tilts backwards a little bit. It doesn't really matter the depth. Like if the depth of the shelf is only 10 inches, your paper handlers are going to be, the biggest ones, the 12 by 12, are 13 inches. It's not going to matter that they hang over those 3 inches, because the weight, if the book cart tips back a little bit, which I think they do, which is how the paper cart was designed, it's got a little bit of an angle, that's going to hold everything back. So even if it overhangs, if you're using 12 by 12, if you're using 8.5 by 11 or 6 by 6, it's not going to matter. But I would search that. Look for library book cart or book cart on Amazon and see. They're usually made really heavy duty. They're industrial. Might be ugly if it's just metal and it's that ugly putty gray color that libraries use. You can always spray paint it or something like that. But I think if you need a paper cart now, they're not going to be in, it'll be at least a year before we have them, because there's nothing in the works right now. So check that out. See what you can find, but it might solve your problem in the short term. I mean, for now, probably work forever. They're not going to, nothing, that's the thing with those type of carts. You might have to occasionally replace the wheels or something like that. But they're basically going to last forever. So I wish I had one for you. I wish I had one that was designed for 12 by 12 and had all the little features that we've got in ours. But in the interim, that's probably going to be what you need to do. Jill B says, as a newbie for a catalog, do you suggest a spreadsheet on my computer or a binder? That is totally a personal, how techie are you, right? And so here's the thing about here are the two differences. If you do your catalog as a spreadsheet, you can include link pictures to it that you can click on the thing and see the picture. You don't have the actual size of things. When you actually do a physical catalog, you have the size of everything. Your stamps are printed out or your dies are cut or whatever it is. So you can actually see the size of those things in the catalog. It's easy if let's say you're using a scrap rack, like you put your catalog in the middle of the scrap rack and then you can just flip through it easily. It's right there. If you have it in a binder on your shelf, it's right there. So it's easy to flip through and see. But if you're techie, and tech is easy for you and friendly, and the younger, as we go down the age spectrum, younger people are far more comfortable and faster with tech and building those things like catalogs with tech. So I think if you like tech and that's, if you like it and you're comfortable with it and it can be very fast for you, then it might be best. I personally like a physical catalog because I like to flip through and say, oh, this is the Christmas section, and I'm seeing my Christmas stamps, my Christmas dies, my Christmas punches, embossing folders. Everything is together and it's very visual, which you can also do with an online catalog. Not so much with a spreadsheet, unless you're going to link pictures to every cell in your spreadsheet, which is also possible. So I would just say personal preference. Do you want to see, like, are you that tactile? I want to see it. I want to know the exact size. Once you take a picture of something and add it to your catalog, unless you put a ruler on both sides of it, or you take a picture of it on your cutting mat with the grid, you don't really know what size it is, because digitally it could be anything. So that's it. I guess I don't have it's a personal preference, how you're going to use it. And will you use it more if it's physical or if it's digital? Big advantage to digital, of course, is that if you're out in the world shopping, you can pull up your spreadsheet and say, do I have a Christmas stamp that's a Christmas tree that's 3 inches tall, or here's a 3-inch tall. Do I have this, or do I have this size or whatever? So you can take it with you anywhere. So There's the toss-up. Sorry, I don't have a good answer for that. Gloria Jacques says, question, Tiffany, how many 6x9 stamps of life paper pads fit in the Kirsten Buddy bag? I don't know. I don't have any of them. So it depends. In the Kirsten, you know, you might be better off with Katie than Kirsten. So this is Katie. This is Kirsten. No, I don't know. I guess you're going to run one this way and one this way, right? Okay, I didn't put on my apron this morning, so I don't have my tape measure. Susie, my pink tape measure is on my desk right there. Would you grab it? Would you mind grabbing it? So you're going to lose that. I don't know how thick they are. So that's the issue with the knowing how many paper pads are going to fit in there, because I don't even have a pocket in my skirt. Why don't I have on my apron today? Because I didn't cool down the studio early enough this morning, so it's still really hot in here from last night. And then there's also the added hot flash. There's also the added hot flash issue. So I don't know why I'm doing this way. So 9, the depth is what I'm supposed to be measuring. Okay. So you have got 6 inches of depth in this bag. So if the 6x9 paper pads are a 1/2 inch thick, you are going to get 12 of them in there. If they're 1 inch thick, you're going to get 6. So I don't have any of the paper pads. I texted Stephanie about those this morning, actually, to see. I was like, hey, what are these? This one's, so if you want to go vertical with them, I know who I'm kidding, I'm taking off my glasses. Okay. You've got 4 inches of depth, and you're going to go, oh no, you're right. Kirsten is better than Katie. It's going to be a squeeze in Katie height-wise, right? You could do it, but it wouldn't be as comfortable. So you got 6 inches, depending on how thick they are. And if you don't mind, if you can tell me how thick they are, then I will store that knowledge in my little brain for future, if I could ask for it in the future. I know scrapbook.com makes 6x9 paper pads as well, and theirs are about probably 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch thick. So you got 6 inches to fill in each Kirsten bag. All right, Lee Volke. Will either the 5x7 magnetic sheets or any of the pages for the scrap rack be available again on HSN? No idea. They don't let me know that until now. I do know that HSN tries to carry a lot of the TT stuff in addition to what we do on craft days, but I don't know. I can ask though. I'll check on it. We'll see if I can come up with an answer. Jean Hawkins says, will the Store and Go double-sided bag come back in stock soon? I'm in serious need of some. I love them for my wood stamps. They make life so easy. Thank you. If you are unfamiliar with the double-sided bag, Susie, can you look on scrapbook.com and see if this is available there? So the double-sided Store and Go bag has 2 1-inch trays. And the beauty of the trays are that you can go vertical with your stamps, store them on the shelf, store them this way if you want to be able to pull the handle out. And then everything stays flat. So you can see it all. It doesn't just drop down into a big pile at the bottom of the bag. And that is because of the pull-out tray, which allows you to pull the whole tray out, get to the things at the bottom. If you are using them, it's easy to make a photocopy of everything that's in the tray, put it on the bottom, and then as you move things around, like you just saw this happen, it's not like a game of Tetris when you put it back, you know where everything goes. So Susie's looking, if we're out of stock on our website, if they have it on scrapbook.com, they used to carry it at Hobby Lobby, but I think they switched to the single, but we will check it out for you. I do not know. I can.
What is the official name of it?
The official name of it is the double-sided. Search SSG 17. Try that.
Or
Try that.
SSG.
E17. See if anything pops up. If that doesn't.
Oh, not SAG. SSG.
Yeah, it could be SAG SS. Oh, because it's store and go, but did
SAG?
SSG is what it used to be. I don't know if they've given it a new SKU, but I will, Jean, I will check and see when it's going to be back in stock in our warehouse, also for you, and let you know. Unfortunately, my connection, my hookup with the warehouse in the UK is gone for 2 weeks. He's on vacation. But I will see if I can't find somebody else who can answer warehouse and stock questions for me while he's gone. And I'll let you know next Tuesday, if not sooner. I know. How can you go on vacation? Okay, so for those of you who are new to Tuesday Live, thank you for being here. But we give away a $25 gift certificate every week. You have to comment. You can ask a question. You can say where you're from, or that's your first time, or what Totally Tiffany product you love, or any of those things. Just get a comment in there, because Leanne is going to draw a winner, and that comes randomly from the people who have commented during the Tuesday Live. So if you haven't had a chance to comment, now is the time to do it if you want to have a chance to win that $25 gift certificate. Okay, so what else do I need to tell you today? Patty Pie Productions says, any plans for another TTUS warehouse sale this year? I haven't heard of one, but as Tuesday Tribe, when we get the scoop on the warehouse sales, you guys always know first, and I'll create a shopping list for you as we've done in the past, which makes it easy to plan your shopping for the warehouse sale, and also to pop right on early before things sell out, know exactly what you need and how to find it. So I will definitely keep you in the loop for that. Kimberly Cade says, what buddy bag or container would you suggest for storing 5x7 and 4.5 by 5 3/4 A2 envelopes? Probably Karen. 5x7. Definitely Karen. Definitely Karen. So if you're going to go buddy bag, Karen's your girl. I thought I had some 5x7s in here. Let's see here. So she's got plenty of room. There we go. 5x7 cards. Yeah, I know I have big envelopes in here. Here we go. We'll go to the green section. So she's going to hold both your cards and your envelopes in 5x7s. Super visual, right, as well. So I would say definitely Karen. And then, of course, she works with the 5x7 pockets also. I'm trying to kind of clean up as I go along today. Have you noticed that? Usually Susie and I have to spend an hour putting things back after. I'm trying to clean up as I go here. Okay. Vicky Cernak, what buddy bag do you recommend that will hold the diamond press envelopes? The diamond press envelopes. I'm wondering if you're talking about the diamond press plastic things that you roll through. I guess they could be called envelopes. Or if there's something I don't know about from Diamond Press, that is also another type of envelope. If you are talking about the folders that you run through your Diamond Press machine, there are two sizes of Diamond Press now. The regular size one, and then they have one that's a little bit bigger. We're talking about buddy bags that are going to hold those Diamond Press envelopes. I have mine. So this is the Gemini that's the same size as the Diamond Press. This is the Gemini Mini. Probably the Monica. A little bit of Monica in my life. So if they are the smaller ones, Monica, where are you, Monica? I know you're here somewhere. I just had you out this weekend. And Monica. I think Monica is your girl. Why can't I find her? I just had her out. She's loaded with photos. So if you can post up, Vicky, if this is what you're talking about. If it's not what you're talking about, here it is. Duh. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they're not. Maybe it's not long enough. Oh, yeah. So you could go Monica or you could go Irene. So the thing about Irene is she's got 2 levels of hook and loop. So if you're going to put something a little taller in there as well. So if that's the size for your small plates, that's perfect. Like I said, I keep mine in a 5x7 fab file with my Gemini Mini. So all the things are together, but they're going to fit in, I would say definitely Irene. Choose Irene. I like the double Velcro. She's just going to give you more options. All right. What else is new? What else do we have here? Do you have anything, Suze?
What buddy bag will hold ink refills from Crazy Creations? Approximately 3x1 square.
3x1 square. So if this is the size, which is taller than, it's taller than the shorter ones. It's taller than kind of the others. So this is a little over 3 1/4 by 1. So I would, again, I'm going to say Irene is probably a good bag for storing those, and then you can pull the lid down tight. So if they're about this same size, so this is Fun Stamper's Journey, they fit in there, they're going to fit in the Irene bag. If they're round, there's also an ink refill that's square now, but it's small. So it would probably go in Teresa if you have the smaller ones. But for that size, I think Irene. Anything else?
Oh, gosh. When will the 9x6 pockets be available?
Don't know. I did see those on one of the spreadsheets I was looking at yesterday. They might be available on Stephanie's website too. The Stamps of Life may have them. She usually gets them first when they're back in stock, and scrapbook.com. I will check on our website for you and see what we can see if I can come up. I mean, I will check with our team here and see if I can come up with a date, but they may be available on the stampsoflife.com or scrapbook.com right now. Anything else, Suze?
We have one, what size card for Slimline dies?
What size card for Slimline dies? 9x6, folded in half, 3x9. I'm thinking part of the question is missing. How to store them. So the Slimline storage system, which also is available from scrapbook.com, and the Stamps of Life is going to hold everything Slimline. So if you search the Stamps of Life, we do not have it. We make it. It's our product, but we don't have it on our website. And my understanding is we will never carry it on our website, but you will always be able to get it from scrapbook.com or the Stamps of Life.
All right. Question. The shelf behind you on your left is the first 3 shelves in the first 3 holes.
Oh, I had holes drilled for mine. So there's some extra holes in there, but I had my husband, was it this one he drilled out? Or? Oh, maybe it's this one that has multiple holes. So it looks like 1, 2, 3. It looks like this is a standard, maybe, I don't know. My husband drilled things out, drilled holes, extra holes in the framing for me so that I could exactly space things out. So I don't know. I think this is standard holes. The IKEA Fijelkinch, whatever. I think it's standard holes. but you can kind of, I don't know, you probably can't see. There's extra holes drilled in my frames because I had my husband drill things out for exactly what I wanted to do. And let me tell you something about that. A little side note, learn from my mistakes. These were all in my studio in Tacoma. When we moved down here, they all come apart, right? So I had, 24 vertical rods. And then when they put them together, my husband and a friend of his put them together without any supervision, for lack of a better word, without me paying attention. They just said, do you want the shelves put together? And I said, yes. And they put them all together. And because all the down pieces are the same, they just put them together. Well, they all have different holes drilled in them at different locations. So we had to take them apart and then match up the 4 that had the same hole configurations because they were drilled custom. And so if you do that, somehow put a little sticky label or something on them, like this is rack number 1, number 2, number 3. So if you do take them apart, or when you do take them apart, label them so that you don't have them all put together and then have to take them all apart as well.
Someone asked if you would, when I give you a question, you repeat it.
Okay.
They can't hear me.
Yes.
And then I have a question from Linda Sims. What is the best solution to hold craft paint and brushes for rock painting?
So Linda Sims is asking, what is the best solution to hold craft paints and brushes for rock painting? So sadly, I'm going to tell you, my sister, who's a major rock painter, she uses a paper cart, which we don't have anymore. She also goes outside to paint her rocks, but if you're just painting in the house, it's just going to depend. There's a couple of different options. So first thing is the Slide Stash and Store number 1 or number 2 is going to fit your standard craft paints. And Susie, if I could summon you to right there in that IKEA Calyx, there's the section that has the 9 divider thing. And can you just pull out one of those paint trays that's in there? I think they're like
this thing?
No, go down one. It's all paint, or all the way at the bottom, I think.
Oh, down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't actually see. I'm working from memory. So, this is the Slide Stash and Store, and this, I believe, is a number 1. And I could fit one more bottle of paint in here, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're going to get 10 bottles of paint in each tray. And as you can see, this is my red and pink tray. And then they slide, if I had them on this shelf, they would slide off and on this shelf and come out, and you could work with them like that. And then I use this tool tower. So I've got my rubbing alcohol, my paint markers. If I was using one of those little things that you create dots with, I can't remember the name of it now. All of those things would be in here with the brushes, Q-tips, kind of everything I need. And then the paint this way. You can also fit, I think, 6, maybe 7 of these in a Lois tote. So I literally filled the bottom of a Lois tote. I made a flat. I took all of this to Sassy Crafters Club last week, filled my Lois tote. So they were all even on the bottom. I was able to set this on top. So if you want to take everything with you outside, maybe a roll of paper towels, if you're, depending on exactly what you're doing, it's easy to put it all in the Lois tote and take it with you. Where Susie pulled this out of was the IKEA Calyx, and I bought the 9. It's the wine bottle divider. Did I repeat the question back? No, I did. Okay. Okay. The wine bottle divider. And then you can put 2 of these in each of those cubbies as well. And that really keeps that organized and tidy also. So depending on what you want to do, if you're thinking more that you just want to keep them all in a buddy bag and tote them around that way, where are you? This is the Gale Buddy bag. You're going to get 8 bottles in the Gale Buddy bag, but you can also use the Stephanie Buddy bag if you want to have more paint. So there's the Stephanie Buddy bag, and then you're going to get 24 in the Stephanie. So just kind of depending, are you always crafting at home? Do you want to put it on a shelf? Put it in a slide stash in store number 1 or number 2. It's going to work great for that. Slide it on your shelf, drop it into your lowest tote. But if you know you're going to travel with it, the Gail Buddy bag or the Stephanie Buddy bag is going to be a great solution for that as well. And then is in terms of brushes, if you're traveling with brushes, I don't have a good solution for your long brushes. Obviously, your smaller, shorter brushes are all going to fit in your Deborah Buddy bag. But the long brushes, maybe in Brandy. Brandy, she's a fine girl, a good wife. I guess I could just stand it up. So that one's going to be too long. I don't know that you're going to use these for rock painting anyway. These are more like kids, easel. But so some of the longer ones are going to fit in the Brandy. The shorter ones are going to be too short in Brandy though. So I wish I had a better solution for you. Now coming up, we do have the new 12 by 12 storage and supply cases, which would probably hold a lot of things in one bag. And so as soon as we get those, I will definitely share them with you. But for now, I would say slide session store or Gail or Stephanie. All right. Anything else? Any more questions, ladies? We are going to get ready to wrap it up, though. So I will let Leanne know. We are at the end of questions, Leanne. So if you have not picked a winner, pick a winner for us, and we will announce that right now, a $25 gift certificate. Now, if you are not a member of Club Inspire, you definitely want to join Club Inspire. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And as you shop on the Totally Tiffany side of the Crafter's Companion site, you accumulate points. The more points you accumulate, the better discounts you get. All kinds of specials along that way. And if you're the winner today, if you don't have a Club Inspire account, you definitely want to sign up for one before you claim your prize, because they'll add that $25 shopping spree right onto your Club Inspire account. So it's easy for you to use online. All right, let me see if Leanne's got any more questions here before I announce the winner. Oh, Angela Kraus, would the 12 by 12 rotating board work for the Gemini Pro? Most likely. I do not have a Gemini Pro. The 12 by 12 rotating design board is 13 by 13. So as long as the feet on the Gemini Pro fit within the 13 by 13 dimension, it's going to be fine. So absolutely, you could absolutely use it for that. If you're unfamiliar with the Gemini on the rotating design boards, well, here's my junior on my... So the Gemini, if you're unfamiliar with the Gemini, is an electronic die cutting machine. This is the junior. The regular Gemini also fits on this size on the 9 by 11 cutting platform. And when you use the Gemini, it's electronic, but your plates feed through the front and come out the back. So having your Gemini on a rotating design board allows you to put the plates in the front, rotate the machine, and pull them out the back instead of reaching over your machine to get them out the back. So the Gemini Junior, the regular Gemini, both are going to fit on the regular 9 by 11 rotating design board. I believe the Pro will fit on the big one. Measure the feet. And when I say the feet, you see these little feet right here. So as long as these are, I would say, no more than 11 inches apart, it's going to work on the 12 by 12, which is actually 13 rotating design board as well. So super simple way to collect your platforms as they're coming out. Okay, let's.
And Vicki Smith Beard Scott says she can answer that. It does work with the Gemini Pro, but make sure it's on a secure surface or it will tip.
Vicki Scott says it does work with the Gemini Pro. The 12 by 12 does work with the Gemini Pro. Make sure it's all on a flat, solid surface and that you position your machine in the middle of the platform. You can kind of test it out, but if you have it towards the back, I think she's saying that I don't know, I don't have the Pro, but as you can see, they just spin around. So yes, it will fit on the 12 by 12. There it is. All right, my friends, I think we're calling it a wrap for Tuesday Live here with the Tuesday Tribe. Don't forget, it's $10 Tuesday. You're going to get some great deals. The Katie Buddy bag, the tray that for the desk made pop store and clip pods, the 12 by 12 side loader single, great for your binders or your scrap rack. That's on special. The number 5 slide stash and store, which is great for, you can see all my flip-flops in there, perfect for storing cleaners under your sink, great for so many of your craft supplies as well. $5. What am I missing? I'm looking around my $5 pile here. I think that's it. Okay, perfect. All right, everybody. And don't forget, it's when you spend $100 today and tomorrow, 48-hour Tuesday Tribe special, spend $100, you are getting a black, I think it's black, craft and carry workstation for free, right? That's a $35 item. You know, if you have a craft and carry workstation, you can use another one. They're so versatile all over your home, definitely in your craft room. So don't miss out on that deal. If there's some things that you need, it is black. Okay, Susie says it is black. If there's things that you need, today's the day to stock up on those and get that craft and carry workstation for free, $35 value. Also, well, you know, we're getting close to Christmas. It's hard to believe that because it's August, right? Like Susie's like, oh my gosh, not ready. But it is time to start thinking about those things. So this might be a good time, get what you need. And then you've got that craft and carry workstation, which can make an excellent gift for a crafty friend or somebody who needs office organization or any of that stuff. Oh, winner. Okay, today's winner. Congratulations to Christy Guthmiller. You have won a $25 gift certificate for the Totally Tiffany or Crafters Companion website. All you need to do to claim your gift certificate is reach out to prizes. So I get excited again. Prizes with an S at crafterscompanion.com. Prizes with an S, crafterscompanion.com. Let them know that you are today's winner on the Tuesday Tribe, Tuesday Live, Totally Tiffany show, and they will hook you up. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in today. As you know, I love Tuesday mornings. It's my favorite time of the week. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember, you can always ask a question in the live feed or you can post it up on the website. We usually put up a request for questions on Sunday. So find that post and add your question there. We're happy to answer it every Tuesday here on Tuesday Live. Have a great rest of your week.